Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Hearthstone. I'm about to be interrupted by a cat, I'm sure. But today we're playing Priest. We're doing a few decks here on the live stream today, but I'm just doing these little cuts just for the benefit of people who are watching the YouTube VODs later. So hello those of you in YouTube land. Today we are playing Dragon Priest. It still exists, it still lives. I need to change the title for this broadcast, but while I do that, we'll talk about the deck. Just a little bit. Dragon Priest, still alive. Spread the news. Alright, let's update that. Alright, this deck has a few different tools, like I said before. Maybe I didn't, maybe it says in the title. This deck was developed by WotOG, who took it to Legend Rank 1 early on. Now the metagame has shifted just a little bit, but I still want to play around with this deck, because I am very familiar with the archetype. It did lose some key things, like Lightbomb and Velen's Chosen. But what it did gain were some interesting tools. Forbidden Shapeling is a card that I've really enjoyed using so far. You got to use it on the right turn. 8 mana is a good breakpoint, 4 mana is a good breakpoint, 2 is okay in a pinch. It helps smooth out curve where the lack of 3 drops kind of hurts. This deck runs 2 pains and 2 deaths, which may be a little bit too much. I was thinking of switching out a pain for Museum Curator, just for some stability. And one of the tech choices that I thought was really interesting by WotOG was Shifting Shade, which actually has been pretty resourceful so far. Shifting Shade, a card that copies a card from your opponent's deck and adds it to your hand, which, interestingly enough, outside of rogues and weapon classes giving weapon buffs, people don't put bad cards in their decks, so generally you're going to get something useful. It's the same reason that Mind Vision and Thought Steal tend to be better than otherwise. But otherwise, it's a dragon deck. I mean, it plays pretty similarly to a lot of other ones. The only tech change that I've really made, because I'm running in so many Cthulhu decks, is to get a turn 9 Sylvanas instead of double Cabal Shadow Priest. But let's go ahead and dive into the games. We'll see how this fares in the end of the season, rank 10, working our way back up meta. So, because I really want to get some solid decks, solid understanding for some of these decks to climb in the next go around. And Dragon Priest is a type that I'm very familiar with. Let's make sure that all of the little buttons are up here. There's that one. There's that one. Okay, I think we're good. Now, I did mention previously in another video, but I'll say it here again, is that I did reinstall and start using Hearthstone Deck Tracker again, so I'll try and call out some of the information that is fairly useful, and unfortunately, it still thinks I'm playing a different deck. We will have to fix that, and we'll have to fix that later. You know what? I don't really need it right now, so we can just we'll just ignore the information on the right. Yeah. Options off. New deck. New priest deck. Constructed. All right. Oh crap! We'll get to that later. All right. Do we just nuke the overlay at this point? I guess so. Things I need to take care of. Just hide completely. There we go. So, what are we looking at? We're looking at Shaman. You'll notice that I didn't do too much about my... let's see. There's not going to be a lot of ways without coin that it's going to be able to pump this up where I can't kill it with pain. So we'll just let it ride. Alright, and there's still the same crap that's like, that's bothering me. So Totem Golem, also a good thing to pain. Old Torn. We do have a second dragon now. Which to pain? I mean, part of this is just knowing the matchup. Tunnel Trog is going to grow, but I can deal with it by turn 5. I can deal with it even on turn 3. So let's pain the Totem Golem. We got the death for the nasty Flame Reed Faceless. Sounds like one of those theater tongue twisters that they give you. So we will be able to develop a taunt here, and unfortunately that Spell Power Totem means that we may be in a touch of trouble keeping one of these in. Unfortunately, we top deck the other one. So this matchup is all about board stability. Can you get a board versus someone who's rushing you down super hard? And usually the answer for Dragon Priest is yes, but you gotta find your taunts. So Feral Spirit is good for him.
The light protects.
Argent Squire is good for him. I'm gonna be in a little bit of trouble if this is Evolve, but I do think this is worth Let's go ahead, grab a heal, develop something on the board. And we're probably going to power word shield our taunt. Oh, that's lovely. That's good. That is really good to have in our pocket. Here I was saying, well, I don't know about the second pain. Nefarian, probably not going to be relevant in this matchup. It's either going to be won or lost by the time it gets to that turn. Alright, does he have Sentinel? And what's for 3? I do run Excavated Evil as well, I think, in this list, which I don't have the overlay on anymore. No, that's the Cthulhu Priest list. Alright. What's a bigger threat right now? I guess I don't care as much if he draws a card. Because I definitely want a Corruptor, the Trog. I mean, him getting a little bit of card draw just matches what I get. So there's a second Corruptor. That's good. We do have Pocket Dragons. He's going to deny me a heal this turn. The alternative is to let the Trog live. Heal, pain. Can pain this. Heal, and we lose a Kicker Dragon out of that. But we can play a little guy. I kind of need to take out the Trog, though. I wield the power of black. So let's do it this way. You die, you die, you die. Let's pretend we play Circle in a dragon deck. That can't even fit Circle. Alright. We got some taunts in hand, we got some survivability, we got a decent turn with Pain and Twilight Guardian, or Shadow or Death if he elects to play something larger. This can just trade with the 5/5 taunt. He's summoned, the overlay doesn't give these stats anyway. By memory, he's summoned 2 totems. I don't think he's summoned any more than 2. So, it's an evolved deck, and that's Mad Bomber, which is not very exciting. Maybe I should be running Excavate Evil. And that would not be terrible. At least as a one-off. I guess time will tell. So Wormrest Agent, does that change our play? So right now we can tradesies, Pain. Well, I think that trade's happening for sure. Because 4, we can't do anything with 4 health. Yeah, we'll let that Trog grow a little bit. So let's pain this. Get this out.
Right away.
Great. We have way more cards in hand, so he's going to have to either pack an Ancestral Knowledge or gotta watch out for the big Azazel board clear, assuming he's playing what I think he's playing. Lightning Storm. All that means is that we're definitely playing Black Knight. Alright, so we've survived what I'd call the initial push. We have 2 deaths, so we can deal with almost anything he elects to throw at us. Do I play the other agent? Do I heal? I think it's better to have something on the board. We should be able to heal next turn. If he plays a big threat, we death it. That's all good. He did not play a big threat. He played a totem threat. Alright. Would really love a Holy Nova right now. Oh, that'll do. Okay, a little late, Holy Nova. And we're gonna keep Twilight Whelp in as a kicker. I could develop the board, but I don't want, I don't like overloading my board, especially because when you're ahead like this, the best way to kill yourself is just to overextend and then get wrecked by some kind of mass board clear. So Fire Elemental. We can death that, or we can just trade into it. Oh, Shapeling. Let's see here. We can see what we get for 6. So let's just kind of skip the turn a little bit. So what do we get for 6? 6, 7. Whenever you draw, deal 1 damage to your minions. So good stats for a decent trade-off. Right. Healing totem is by far the least threatening. 6, 7 bodies, very nice. Challenges some things. Not the strongest minion ever, but considering our turn was a little void of other goodness, I'll take it. Plus, if he has a Flamed Wreathed. We've kind of out-pushed him at this point. He did get some card draw from the Mana Totem. Okay, Alkir sitting next to a Tongue Totem. And within Holy Nova range. Alright, I think we'll save. I think we shall save you. We gotta hit that. Face. Anytime that we can kill a big minion without Shadow or Death is nice, but then again, well, he was only 5 attack because of the totem. Normally, it's not going to be the case. There we go.
Well played.
Well played. Just could not get the traction. We didn't get to see shape of it. You can see the effect there of it being able to smooth out our curve. So that is pretty cool. And my computer's very concerned about XSplit wanting me to actually update the score counter, which I tell myself I should be doing during other times here. Once again, I got some dropped frames, which is really annoying. So I may need to cut the stream here, probably after this one, just to check and make sure that nothing bad is happening. But I'm not getting like constant drop frames. But that is my terrible fear that something will come up. Like before, 10% of my frames are going to drop. That's ridiculous. Let's check and see the quality again. Alright. Versus Warrior. We'll keep the Whelp. It's just Axe Bait, but we get our things out. We want to go for Taunt Dragons. Alright, we're getting stream issues again. I do not like that. So hopefully it translates in this game okay. Alright, we are keeping our Dragon Kicker in hand. We shall go ahead and draw out the inevitable Fiery War Axe.
Greetings.
The inevitable Fiery War Axe. Any day now. Now, I wasn't originally, in my Dragon decks, I was never a fan of Blackwing Technician. But now without Dark Cultist in Standard, yeah, I mean, what other 3-drop do you have? Plus 3/5 for 3, very awesome stats. They can be silenced away, but who runs silences? So probably Control Warrior. If it's Cthulhu Control Warrior, I've already won. Which are words that I can eat later. But for now, this is the kind of start you want as Dragon Priest. Some people say, well, it's a boring deck. You drop stuff on curve. And I mean, you're not wrong. You do drop stuff on curve. So Coin. It's not Death's Bite. It's Cthulhu's Chosen. Hello. Okay. We're gonna go for the heal. No, I'm not threatened really by this board right now. So I guess what we'll do... This doesn't play around at Revenge, so I should have done this differently. Oh god. Okay, let's focus a little bit more on the game here instead of what's a possible misplay. Now, I had Power Word Shield in hand, and I just fucked that up. Alright, let's go full Northshire as well. If we're gonna go bad, let's go super bad. As it's now saying streams offline as well. That is probably not correct, but it might as well ought to be. Alright, so Disciple of Cthulhu, and do we get Revenge right here? No, yes, no. Okay, Forbidden Shapeling. Let's get double card draw. Alright, Twilight Guardian's alright. I guess we trade
Right away.
one of you down. I guess the other question is, do I potentially play into a brawl?
Work is paramount.
We got all creatures in hand, so I think that's okay.
Right away.
Or I could play a 0-mana creature. I was thinking before, it's like, I can get targeting dummy, not in standard. Okay, so Crazed Worship. That's going to be exciting to deal with. I'm not so bad off without the taunt. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to have to sacrifice one of our people to Cthulhu and get him buffed 2 more times. We're still in decent shape. Who do I want to shield? Let's do you. So second whelp. Many whelps. So these Cthulhu lists, I've tried to run my own variant of Cthulhu where, and one of the things I've run into is what do you want your alternate win condition to be? Because generally you're not going to be able to get your Cthulhu that strong. Now, he's running double Crazed Worshipper, so he's going to be able to get a little strong. Shifting Shade. Decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go ahead and draw 2 more. And then I'll kill this one. Oh, so close to being able to just snatch it. Alright. That's a waste. We're going to use our improved body here.
Right away.
Let's develop the Shade since it has a death rattle. And go face. So what's Cthulhu at right now? 14. Not bad. Pretty brawlable board, but once again, my entire hand is creatures. Let's even out the curve. Like, I have some good buffs here, but I've cycled through 6 more cards.
The feast of souls.
Oh wow. Okay. Dr. 7. It's not as bad as Dr. Boom. Let's see. So we can go ahead and sacrifice you. I think it's going to be most correct to go ahead and draw a card. Bran is fantastic. Bran would have been nice to draw ahead of time, but we'll make do. We just have all the board pressure, all the board presence, and he has practically nothing right now. The question is, did I do something wrong that would keep me from, did I miss lethal by 2 for some reason? Okay, is it brawl time? It's not brawl time. And what do we got? Alright, something's making me drop like a few frames here or there, and I'm really not sure what. So I'm going to stay hopeful that this video quality is okay. Do we win? We can draw another card and see if we win. We're getting a little bit of lag. Oops.
Not
oh well.
quite what was planned.
Yeah, it's high quality crap right there. Okay. Probably a sign that I should take a little bit of a break here. Let's play a Shapeling, see what we get. For 7 mana, we get a Twin Emperor. It doesn't help us very much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to
Wow.
check and see what the issue is with everything here. So, Dragon Ghoul doesn't get a lot of armor, although it's a good anti-aggro card. Yeah, I think we just win here. So he never got Cthulhu because he never got to turn 10. Cool.
Greetings.
Yeah, we're going to check and see what exactly is wrong with this. But let's go back and look at the dog deck one more time just to make sure we know kind of what's up here. Like I said, we're getting a few weird jumps. Like, the stream was going very well before, and now it's not happy at all. Alright. Turn off Dragon Priest. But yeah, if we just look at this... Nope, not that deck, that was the other deck. There we go. But yeah, if we look at this one, it really runs a lot of the same staples of Dragon Priest before. The idea is still, I guess probably the best way to analyze this deck is say that the general power level of cards is decreased significantly in Standard because you lost, whatchamacallit, you lose a few things. You lose all the Death Rattle minions, you lose all of the staples that were stuck in decks forever, and Dragon Priest really didn't lose a lot other than Lightbomb. But we still have Entomb, which this deck doesn't run any. I could fit one Entomb in there. That'd be another reason to possibly drop a Shifting Shade or a Cabal Shadow Priest. But it's good it's good in enough matchups that I see. But we do have Entomb as a potential here. But at least the way this deck runs is that if you get on curve, you're gonna win. If you get on curve, you're gonna be better off than the very vanilla minions. I mean, these are immediately more superior than the minions you'll face at the same mana slot for Cthulhu decks, and Cthulhu decks are very common, so Dog Dragon eats them alive. But still, very exciting deck. We'll do this some more. Hopefully this video pans out in terms of quality. If not, we'll see another one here in a little bit. But that's it for now. This is Asher. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.